apostles of Awful. You've hunted well.
Max. My name is Max.
In Mad Max, you begin with nothing. Your car, your family, your life. Everything has been taken from you.
Mad Max is an excellent open-world game. Yes, it's a game of the classic Mad Max. It was developed by the studio Avalanche Studios and released in 2015, 10 years ago, and it's to this day an insane game with an immersive universe, great gameplay, and a good feeling of progress. That makes the game really unique and fun. The game is available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, macOS, Linux, and Microsoft Windows, and of course it's also available in the current generation through the retro compatibility. So if you're a fan of Mad Max films and also like video games, this game is insane, or even you that never watched any movie, it's still really good, and is really worth to play. I believe you'll even want to watch the movies when you finish the game.
The first thing you must do is build a new car.
Here she lies, the magnum opus.
This is your magnum opus. Acquiring necessary gear throughout your journey allows you to upgrade your vehicle. These upgrades will let you build and customize your magnum opus just the way you want. In addition, you will need to equip yourself with armor and weapons in order to stand a chance against your enemies.
Shay was an assassin.
Admit it, I nearly had you.
He was a friend, a brother.
What did I miss?
Only the first hour of training.
A pity. The boy has so much potential, but so little discipline.
I have tracked the Templar as far as this coast, but I fear the rest is up to you, my friend.
Assassin's Creed Rogue is a game set exactly in the same style of Assassin's Creed 4. The reason that many people didn't play this game is simple. It was released 1 year after Assassin's Creed 4, but in the same year, the true new Assassin's Creed was the Unity. That's good nowadays, but back then it was really buggy, and Assassin's Creed Rogue was originally released on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. That wasn't the current generation in that year anymore, so many people thought that it was a simple DLC of Assassin's Creed 4, or that it wasn't worth to play, but it is. The structure is the same of the Black Flag. You're a sort of pirate. You sail around the open map doing many quests and side quests, and really good ones. The main difference here is that you're not an assassin, but a Templar, and it works really well in this game, with good characters, insane missions, an immersive open world, and excellent soundtracks. The game is available in all current platforms, and if you like the classic Assassin's Creed style and didn't play it, do it, you won't regret.
Made me slaughter innocents! I will not let this happen again!
And now the man I once called brother is coming to hunt us all.
Colonel Monroe spoke highly of you, Shay.
Before this whole thing started, I just floated through life. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but my life didn't start until the world came to an end.
All right, nerds, this ends now!
I sense some epic missions in my future.
To battle!
Sunset Overdrive is an action open-world game with a lot of charisma. The studio that developed the game is Insomniac Games. Yeah, the same studio of Spider-Man games of PlayStation. But the interesting part is that this game is exclusive of Xbox One and PC, and it was released in 2014, of course before of Sony buying the studio. Sunset Overdrive transforms an open-world apocalypse into your tactical playground. Zip, grind and wall run across Sunset City with an unconventional arsenal. Hyper-agility, unique weapons, and customizable abilities deliver an explosive and irreverent adventure in the end times. The world is colored and beautiful, and despite it's in a catastrophe, the game is really charismatic and funny even, with quirky characters, cosplayers, and much more. The best thing by far of the game is the gameplay, that's fast, stylish, and really immersive, with many possibilities, grinding everywhere, even in the wires of the streets, jumping in many different places, and shooting with a lot of weapons, so believe me, you won't regret playing this game if you want to have fun.
We'll take Bisco down, or we won't, but we'll get some wicked respawn animations.
From today forward, Your lives will be forever changed.
Wait, Jackie Ma. I'm in.
Find a way to make him trust you. We want the Red Pulse, the lieutenants, all of them.
Do whatever it takes.
Sleeping Dogs is an amazing open-world action adventure. The game is set in a style similar to Grand Theft Auto, with many mechanics really similar, but all with its own style and personality. In the game you can explore the world in different ways: bikes, cars, bus, and much more. The combat is divided in 2 different ways: fighting and different weapons such as pistols, rifles, and more. The biggest part of the game, the combat, will be like a beat 'em up, with many different moves. What's really good, and as you advance in the game you'll be learning new moves. What's always good, cause it'll not feel repetitive. The game was developed by the studio United Front Games and released in 2012 to PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC, but later it was also released for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One with a definitive edition version with more content and a better performance in general. So if you're searching for a great open world game that you didn't play, this one is really good.
He's only.
I'm not fucking blind.
Relax, old boy. We're on the same side, remember?
The other gate Junwo.喂，有冇貨？
Yeah, you got the money?
喂，情況有變。
咩啊？
有個碼頭警衛，佢由後面上緊嚟啊！
揾人截住佢啦！
冇可能，我哋呢度太遠啦，路。I've long waited for this moment. With your death, I will find peace. I'm going to find Black Mask. Put an end to this.
Batman Arkham Origins is the forgotten game of this series. Well, it's not exactly of the same series. It was developed by another studio, different of all other games, but is set in the same universe, set before of all other games. The structure is really similar to Arkham City, set in an open world, with quests and side quests in the same style. The combat is basically the same too, with some small differences. It was developed by the studio Warner Bros. And released in 2013 to PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii U, and Microsoft Windows, and many people didn't play it cause it didn't get as famous as the others, and no, it's not as good as the other games, but is still a solid Batman experience in a video game. If you played all the others and didn't play this one, I recommend you to.
Kill him and I'll pay you whatever you want. Make him suffer and I'll double it. Scream for me! I present to you the death of the Batman!
Pardon, vigilante. You're a young man with a trust fund and too much anger.
I am the reason the criminals breathe easier when the sun rises.
Last winter, we were up on Farewell Ridge. We're watching the freaks. Thousands of them, I mean, too many to count, are now homeless. The world belongs to them now.
Bring it!
We'll survive.
Days Gone is a game that was really wronged in the start, especially cause of some bugs, but today the game is way better. It was developed by the studio Ben Studio, a PlayStation studio, and released in 2019 to PlayStation 4, but today there's a PlayStation 5 and Windows version 2, with some small improvements. The world is no longer a place for humans, there are zombies everywhere, and they're many. You've got a motorcycle, that's going to be your journey partner. You'll make improvements, making it always better. You'll get many different weapons, meet different people, and explore an immersive and destroyed, yet beautiful open world. So if you didn't play it cause of the launch, it's really worth to play now. So bad that the sequel was kinda cancelled back then.
Two dogs!
Stop, Two Dog!
Or for a future that matters? The hell are we fighting for?
Red Faction Guerrilla is a fun action third-person shooter. It's a sequel to the previous Red Faction games that were first-person shooter games. This one is set in a different perspective and set in a destroyed open world. The game was developed by the studios Volition, Reactor Zero, and THQ Nordic and released in 2009 to Microsoft Windows, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3. The game allows players to take the role of an insurgent fighter with the newly re-established Red Faction movement as they battle for liberation from the oppressive Earth Defense Force. You decide who, when, where, and how to battle. Utilize guerrilla tactics, improvised weaponry, and modified vehicles to lead insurgent attacks on EDF targets. All that as you explore and discover more and more about the world. That's really curious.
Second-class citizens into the Reich. Transit papers are mandatory at all checkpoints. Failure to present proper documentation will be severely punished. Report any subversive behavior to the nearest political bureau.
The Saboteur is an amazing open-world action thriller that takes you through the seedy streets of Paris as you seek to undermine the German authority and lead a rebellion. Fight across rooftops and through dangerous alleys, and operate a wide variety of vehicles and weapons as you navigate your terrain. The game was developed by the studio Pandemic Studios and released first in 2009 to Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and later to iOS and Windows. So if you're a fan of open world and also World War scenarios game, this one may surprise you. Use stealth and disguise to strike at the heart of the Nazi war machine by disabling trains, destroying bridges, and blowing up enemy facilities as you work to remove the oppressive forces from parts of the city. The game is on EA Play for PC, by the way, and is really worth of your time.
There are no words for the pain this war has caused.
We won't get another chance to break out.
Spirit is also a casualty during war.
There is no turning back now.
May he find peace in the next world. Here's to you, brother.
I'm just getting started.
Outer Wilds is a unique game about exploration, mysteries, and puzzles, all that's set in different places of the solar system. The game was developed by the studio Mobius Digital and released in 2020 to PlayStation 4 and 5, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and Microsoft Windows. Outer Wilds is a critically acclaimed and award-winning open-world mystery about a solar system trapped in an endless time loop. You're the newest recruit of Outer Wilds Ventures, a fledgling space program searching for answers in a strange, constantly evolving solar system. As you explore the game, you'll see things getting connected with answers and more mysteries. What will make your playtime in the game better at every new discovery, making the experience in the game really unique.
To summon a warrior into this world who would lead our armies to brutal victory. It was made for a god, not for you. Not for a roadie.
Brutal Legend is the game of the famous Jack Black, actor, musician, and lover of video games, and here, he gathered all these things in a very fun experience. The game mixes a lot of styles, since strategy, racing, hack and slash, and more, but it is in its core an action game that's a tribute to general rock and roll, with characters like Ozzy Osbourne and Lemmy Kilmister in the game. What is really fun for the fans of metal? It starts as a sort of hack and slash game, but as you progress you'll eventually see yourself playing an action tower defense game, that for some people this is a bad thing of the game, but just the same it's really fun. The game was developed by the studio Double Fine Productions and released in 2009 to Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PC. So if you like unique games, this is a good one with excellent musical references and tributes.
Now this time we're gonna mix it up. I'll defend this area, while you dudes go kick the shit out of that statue over there.
Yeah! Let's do it!
Okay, so when I do this, you go completely nut shit on whatever I'm pointing at, okay? Get ready?
Lion White sucks. Death to Lion White! I hate statues!
Well done. I'm proud of you boys. But to build an army big enough to take on the real Lion White, we're gonna need some more dudes. We gotta bust all your fellow headbangers out of these stupid mines. What do you say? Are you with me?
Yeah! Metal!